Hi, my name is Steve Piskor, and Esther's Law is named after my mother, Esther Piskor. I advocated for this law for about 10 years, and we finally got it passed in 2021, and it goes into effect on March 23rd, which is only a couple of days away. Nursing homes are notorious for providing poor care, and they treat families horrific. So families are afraid to do anything different or to make waves in fear that there will be retaliation against their loved ones. Esther's Law provides a clause in the law that makes it against the law for nursing homes to retaliate against a resident for their choice to put a camera in a nursing home. If they make any unreasonable demands that would cause a family not to be able to put a camera in, that would fall under the clause of retaliation in Esther's Law, and that would be against the law. They can't overcharge for installation, and some of these cameras are installed in 1 second. And I don't know what nursing homes are thinking about on this, and I believe it's just a way to hamper families from putting cameras in. I did speak to the ombudsman this morning, and the ombudsman assured me that they are there to help get this law going. So if you are having problems with nursing homes, make sure you call the ombudsman. The Department of Health is the governing agency on this, on Esther's Law. They have the authority to enforce this law, fully enforce this law. They have the authority to fine nursing homes. The fines range from $5,000 to $10,000 per occurrence on it. They also are the licensing agency for nursing homes. So nursing homes are under a great deal of stress to put these cameras in without any problems. Many people are watching this implementation of this law, and it's going to go. We never said that there might not be some problems with it. We'll address the problems as they go. Nursing homes that are not complying with the law, I guarantee you, let me know who they are. I'll get the media over there. I'll be out there with the media. We'll be with the ombudsman. We'll do whatever we have to do to make sure that nursing homes comply with this law. But if you don't take advantage of this law and start providing protection to your loved one, then you are contributing to the nursing home's neglect and abuse. I mean, protect your loved one. If I would have had this when my mother was being abused, she most likely would not have been abused. I mean, this camera is going to be installed in a room where everybody can see it. They're going to know the camera's in that room, and it's there to deter the abuse. People will know it's there. They're not going to want to be on camera abusing anybody. So that's the reason why we made it like this, because we don't want hidden cameras. I mean, hidden cameras are there to catch abuse. This camera's not there to catch abuse. This camera's there to stop abuse. I mean, you don't want to see somebody abusing your mother like I did. If I would have had this, I wouldn't have saw that. We would have stopped it. So it's up to you. Stand up to nursing homes. Don't be afraid of retaliation. With Esther's Law, it's against the law for them to retaliate, for them to do anything with this camera. With this camera law, they can't refuse it. They have no authority to the videos to do anything with it. They have to get permission from you to do anything with this camera. The only thing that they need to do is they need to make sure that this camera is a fixed lens, which this camera is, which means that you can't maneuver it remotely. So once you set it, that's the way it's going to stay. That's what a fixed lens is. And they need to make sure that it is up to standards on being FCC approved, on being UL listed, or whatever they want it to be. This is the cameras that are basically being used in nursing homes. And you can see there's just a plug-in camera, and when the blue light is on, it tells you that the camera is ready and recording. And you can see that it's maneuverable on a base. You can move it just about any way. These cameras, the bottom of the camera is magnetic, and it will stick on metal. They actually give you a metal plate that you can stick on a wall and stick the camera on it, and your camera is installed. You can move the camera any way you want, up and down. There's many various ways to move it so you can get the right angle of the camera. You can only focus it on your loved one. Very easy to do. And if you don't want to use the magnetic feature, this camera will stand alone. This camera will stand alone on a shelf. I would advise you not to, if you're going to use this on a shelf, to tape it down in case cleaning people come in and accidentally move it. You can see it can still be rotated anyway and moved for different positions. So plug it in, set it down, and that's your installation. This device is a hotspot device. It's, some people call it a WiFi device. This one's from Skyroam, and I would not recommend it for use of these cameras. There are many different ones that can be used with this camera. I use this one when I'm in Europe. It's much easier for me to use this one than any other ones. And I get the internet, and it works perfectly, and they all work basically the same way. This one has a built-in SIM card in it. The other ones, you put a SIM card in the bottom of it. A lot of them are rechargeable. This one you can plug in. They can be permanently plugged in. They do work great. They are very cheap, and the installation of this one is, I mean, you know, that's all you're going to do is you're going to turn it on, and you're going to follow the directions on it. And you follow the directions on it, and you look it up on your app, and you connect. It connects to the camera, and this sets on a table too. It doesn't have to be right next to the camera, but just in distance to the camera. And again, that's your installation of it. So don't let nursing homes tell you that they're going to charge you this crazy fee for installation. These cameras are not hardwired, it's plug-in. These are not hardwired, it's plug-in, plug and play. There's no installation on any of these cameras. They're all up to standards on it. They're being used widely everywhere, so there shouldn't be any problem with any of that at all. Remember, these are not hardwired cameras. They're just plug and play. The Wi-Fi hotspot is just plug in and play it, and set them down, and that is your installation right there. So don't let them tell you anything different. Put the cameras in. If they're not ready by Wednesday, the only obligation you're under is to let them know you're putting the camera in, and make sure you get in writing agreement with your roommate. You keep the original copy and give the nursing home a copy of it, and install the camera. That's all you have to do. if they don't have a form filled out. If you have questions about what's on the form, again, contact your ombudsman. Ombudsmans, I just talked to the ombudsman this morning, and they are ready and waiting to assist you. So let's get this law going to protect our loved ones.